I have 10 things you need to do to prepare for the pet mutation update coming to Grow a Garden in less than 24 hours. So if you're like me and you love huge plants, or you just want to see what this new update has in store for you, these 10 things will help you get prepared. And thing number 1 is have a full army of golden labs. As we know, they love to add new seeds to the game in the update, and the golden labs will be able to acquire any seed in the seed shop, even the burning bud. But there's a trick. The golden labs are able to get seeds even before the updates go live. Sometimes Jandal likes to be sneaky and include the seeds in the code leading up to the event, and sometimes golden labs will unlock those seeds for you early. So go ahead and get an army of golden labs. All you have to do is use the common white egg, and inside the egg, they are a 33% chance to acquire. And as it says on the update page right down here, it says all new seeds. So be prepared with your golden labs to farm the new seed unless you want to spend Robux and lots of Robux to acquire it. So that's my first tip. Moving on to the second tip is that crafting recipes might change. It says right here, explore the pet mutation update alongside the expansion of the prehistoric event, new prehistoric quests, crafting recipes. Now, it's not a guarantee that the recipes will change. It's not a guarantee that they will disappear, but it's also not a guarantee that they will stay. So if you want to use your crafting recipes, for example, a spray ambi mutation or any of these things, or even further along, perhaps they were going to change out these plants, the peace lily, the aloe vera, the guana banana. They could change any of these at a moment's notice with the update. So if there's certain crafting recipes you want to get your hands on, like for me, I always need reclaimers, make sure to do your crafting recipes in preparation for them potentially rotating out of the shop. We're going to have to wait and see tomorrow. Now, moving on to my third tip, and I have lots of tips for you guys. Trading is coming, so be prepared for that. Certain things are going to be in high demand when it comes to trading. You can already guess what some of those pets are going to be. We're talking your queen bee. We're talking your disco bee, your T-Rex, things like that. Be prepared for trading. And there's a few things you might want to work on now in preparation for that so you can acquire, say, a dragonfly if you don't have one. And the easiest thing to do is age 75 pets. Guys, get yourself some age 75 pets, such as starfish. These starfish are very easy to get to age 75, and apparently I have an age 1 pet I can do it for my dino trade-in. Age 75 pets are in demand because you need them for your upgrades, for your pet slots, your egg slots, and your pet carrying capacity. So work on that. Go AFK. Get age 75 pets. Be prepared for the trading system. It's coming around the corner either this week or next week. I'll have to wait and see. Moving on to my number 4 tip is to use the Triceratops method before it gets nerfed. What is the Triceratops method? I made a video the other day talking about making a bone blossom. Those bone blossoms to make hundreds of trillions of shekels. And in that video, I demonstrated the Triceratops method, but I demonstrated it in a small scale. I used a single Triceratops to automatically make the blossoms appear with the mooncats. The real Triceratops method, the full one, is to have a full pet army of Triceratops, and you drop them onto your garden, staggering them every 15 to 20 seconds. And what you do is, because they're staggered every 15 to 20 seconds, their ability will go off every 15 to 20 seconds. And the first Triceratops will eventually ram your tree and make your plants grow. And if none of them are huge, delete them quickly because the second Triceratops is about to ram the tree in 15 seconds. And they do this 8 times, and it becomes a never-ending cycle over and over and over of Triceratops ramming the tree, making fruits grow, and sometimes, even without sprinklers, and even without things like mooncats, those fruit will be huge. So simply using the Triceratops who is super common in the dino egg. He's like a 33% chance to spawn. Let me show you. No dino eggs here to show you. He's about a 33% chance to spawn. They're easy to get using just Triceratops. You can get huge fruits with no sprinklers and no pets. So use this method before they inevitably nerf it. And that brings us on to our next point. I'm pretty sure we are on to point number 5, and that is to use the traveling merchants. I made a video just yesterday talking about the traveling merchants. Some of them can get you cute little cosmetics. Some of them can get you very powerful and rare and expensive things. And these traveling merchants might change in the updates. There's no guarantee that they're going to change, but there's a potential. They might add traveling merchants. They might remove traveling merchants. So use them while we have them, because every time there's an update, things can change in this game, and the traveling merchants are one of them. That's a very short tip. Let's move on to tip number 6. And this is hard to do with such short notice, but level your pets as high as you can, preferably to level 100. We know that pet mutations are coming, and they're going to be located right where it says refresh eggs. In fact, they'll be located right here where it says pet eggs, and this guy will be your access to the eggs. Pet mutations are coming, and the only way to do them and use them and get them is with level 100 pets. Now, Jandal did say that he's going to include methods to increase your pet leveling speed through the gear shop and through crafting. Those are the words he said, gear shop and crafting. So assume something for shekels in the gear shop to increase pet leveling speed, and assume some, crafting stuff. And assume some crafting stuff such as sprays or sprinklers. I don't know if you want to spray your pet. Maybe he's got a whole new item going on. Regardless, get ready for pet mutations. Get ready for level 100 pets. And there's good ways to level up pets quickly. You can have your one pet, maybe a huge pet, that you want leveled to 100, and a whole bunch of blood owls down, or capybaras. Capybaras are also good for leveling. Regardless, go onto YouTube, find ways to level pets. There's lots of really good pets to help you with that, and level your pets to 100. And that is my tip number 6. Moving on to tip number 7. Guys, it's Bone Blossom time. Do your quests. You may be running out of time. If not this week, definitely probably next week or the week after. Do your Bone Blossom quests to acquire your Bone Blossoms. It is currently the best one in the game. Technically, kinda. It is the best one in the game. Also one of the easiest to acquire. Do your quests. I actually just finished my second round of quests, and I'm currently growing 2 Bone Blossoms on my main plot because I'm trying to grow a huge Bone Blossom. So now I'm growing them, reclaiming them, growing them, reclaiming them, trying to get a huge Bone Blossom tree. I've done it twice. My alt, clearly, over there, has 1 Bone Blossom. Get as many as you can. They may rotate out this week, but if not this week, when the prehistoric event is done, they're gone for forever. So do your quests as fast as you can on as many characters, as many alts as you can to get Bone Blossoms, especially if a trading update allows us to trade seeds. That would be very powerful. So that was tip number 7. Moving on to tip number 8, we're going to talk about the upcoming admin weather event. Tomorrow morning, the weathers are going to get insane. Clearly right here in the pet mutation update, it says something that has never been said before: an epic admin weather. Jandal has publicly said that he was disappointed with the last week's admin weather event in the hour leading up to the update dropping at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I think this week he's going to step up his game with the admin weather event. And if you're like me and you've got these giant Bone Blossoms worth 300 billion, my God, I put in so much work. Hey, my raccoons are doing jobs. Yes. Oh God. Excuse me, raccoons, I'm in the middle of filming a video. This is not the time for this. Guys, I gotta let these raccoons do their job. We can keep talking afterwards in just a second. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. get prepared for the weather event. For example, I put in a lot of work on the bone blossoms that I grew in the last video. I applied rainbow to them all with a single butterfly. Thank you, butterfly. You put in a lot of work. They all have rainbow and shot and all sorts of wonderful mutations. I can't wait to see what admin events are going to do to these giant bone blossoms. So be prepared for the admin event coming up next morning. Moving on to number 9. Do not, I repeat, do not delete or restart your garden. I know sometimes it's tempting, but Jandal has already hinted at a possibility of being able to save your garden and have multiple save files for your garden. Imagine you have a way to have 3 different gardens on your account. You can be like me and want to grow a huge garden, but maybe you want to grow a little garden, or maybe you want to have a rich garden. On one account, not needing alts, I could have a giant bone blossom tree for money, for grinding shekels, and then a huge garden just for funsies. That is most likely coming around the corner. So do not delete your gardens. Wait patiently. It's coming. And now for my final update, my final tip. And I'm actually doing it right now. Guys, grind shekels. We don't know what's coming in the update, but what we do know for certain is that the game is being flooded with shekels. People are getting massive amounts of shekels. I mean, look at this, 300 billion people have giant honeysuckles worth hundreds of trillions of shekels. I am not going to be surprised if Jandal jacks the price on certain things in the shops to try and pull shekels out of the economy. So grind shekels. Now, I also believe I heard that the mutation machine can be upgraded. Yes, it says right here, you can now also upgrade the dino machine multiple times for better rewards. And what better currency to upgrade the dino machine than shekels to pull them out of the economy? So guys, grind shekels. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you found this video valuable to you, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.